What's up? What's good? What's going on, family? So I want to jump in and do the daily increase for my lovely Sagittarius. Y'all, there's a lot of fuzz flying in the air today, so just forgive that in advance. But anywho, this is going to be for your Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus, as well as your ninth house, guys. Very particular messages here on the Manjula Awakening for your ninth house. But even with that being said, guys, let's just take what resonates and bless someone else with the rest, okay? Guys, while we're shuffling the cards and getting the energy out here, I want to let you guys know that we are currently running a special from February the 12th through February the 18th. You can get a You versus Them or a New Love or a No Communications reading for $15. So if you would like to take advantage of that opportunity, head over to the ManjulaAwakening.com, or you can simply head over to the community page and click the link above the ad. Guys, I have absolutely enjoyed and had a beautiful feedback on those readings so far. Right now there's like a 24-hour turnaround time. Like if you purchase today, you're pretty much getting it tomorrow. And that's even including the special that I'm running for my members. So that's fun. Okay, so we have Commander Astara here. Leadership activation. It's time to evolve. Trust your ability to guide others. Lady Portia. Overcoming limitations. Karmic release. Let go of the need to be right. So there's definitely a karmic release, as karmic release is right behind Lady Portia. And both of those say karmic release on it. So it says the end of a cycle, debts are paid, choose your destiny. So I feel like that there is a need to let go of the need to be right, because like trying to, I don't know, there's something about, in order to be in a leadership position, in order to step into this, because you are being activated, is to allow someone else to be right, because at their own rate, that mindset is going to teach them a powerful lesson. I do feel like that you are in this person's life to guide them, not to direct them, if that makes sense, because there's definitely a difference in being directed versus being guided. All right, Spirit, what's the situation here? How is this showing up in Sagittarius's life today? The Sagittarius Ninth House Collective. How is this showing up for my lovely fam? Guys, I hope that this message is finding you all in good health and in good spirits. Thank you. So I have the Hermit card, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Major decision that has to be made, I'd say. At the bottom of the deck, we have Justice. Also Temperance. Spirit told me, call it both. So I definitely feel like that, there's definitely there's something, some sort of disagreement, some sort of not really seeing eye to eye, possibly with the Virgo, a Libra, and or a Sagittarius. It's like, yeah, I just don't want to deal with this. So I feel like that people have isolated themselves from this. But there's some sort of action is needed here. This is something that you can't just ignore anymore. And I feel like that is something that you're kind of not open to addressing or hearing, because it's almost like, well, what's the point? They're not trying to understand it from my perspective, and I damn sure, like, they blowing smoke up my ass. So I'm just going to throw, like, this ain't it. But the energy that Spirit is asking you to use with a star, and I can't help but notice all of these shimmers in the background here in Lady Portia's. It's actually like kind of like a crystal window chandelier, where like it bounces off, the sun bounces and makes rainbows, and this one is like shards of sparkle. And that is really telling me that they're like, if you can change your perspective, wow, Spirit, this is where we're going. You know, when the light goes through like any type of clear, it bends it, and that's how you get the rainbow, because as it bends, it breaks the light apart, and that's where you see those different rainbows. So it's only, you're only able to see the rainbow in this situation by shifting the way that you're perceiving it. And what this is telling me, for me to see in Lady Portia the rainbow effect, it's like you got to find something to help bend this person's like there needs to be a rain, like something in the middle to bend the perception. Wow, I don't know why we went that far, but that's where we went. But I definitely feel like that this is gonna help you from, like, when you can shine the light inwards, then and only then can you find the gem, the crystal, because it definitely, in order for the light to bend through something, it has to be transparent. Ooh, now we talking. It has to be something that's transparent. And I picked this up, and Spirit was like, yeah, but you have to clarify because this is cloudy. This is, I don't, because my light, you see how this is cloudy. So the light can't necessarily penetrate this because it is not transparent. So there's something about needing to go within and clear up the fogginess in order to make, in order for yourself to show up transparent so that you can take in what's coming, so that you can see the rainbow in it. I hope that makes sense. If that's for you, you'll find out what I'm talking about, or you know what I'm talking about. But that's really what's making sense to me here, with Spirit asking me to keep both of these, justice and temperance. Like, there's a lot of friction here. Even this here being in the Two of Swords, being in the challenging position, it's like because of some sort of perception, difference in perception, this one is closed off and unwilling to see a truth. But unfortunately, the truth can't be seen because it requires one to go within and clear up the fogginess, the cloudiness. Okay. But I definitely feel like Spirit is trying to, if I'm being honest with you, this is an energy that Spirit is actually saying something is useful out of this out of this partnership here. I'm definitely feeling partnership with the Two of Cups. Do I feel like that you guys have some things, like some spilled cups of milk? Absolutely. But Spirit is saying that I do feel like that there has to be some equal give and take. I'm hearing my papa, got to give a little to get a little here. Um, for some of you all, that may require a mediator. As each one of these cards, where there is friction, there is three people. For some of you all, this could be a third party situation. Honestly, I don't want to. I don't want to necessarily shut that out, but that's not really the strongest energy that I'm picking up on. It's really that we're not seeing eye to eye, and because it's something about this is personal. This is a situation that is very personal. Yeah, make peace with your thoughts in your world. So there's some sort of inner turmoil that is preventing this from being straightened up. And let's look at the Hermit, Spirit, for this is the situation. I definitely feel like that you and another person are isolated from one another, not really dealing with one another. But Spirit is saying that it's time to evolve right here. And it's saying trust your ability to guide others. So in order for you to be able to guide others, you must first be willing to go within yourself. Because as you are guiding someone, you guide them through putting them in scenarios where they are forced, where they are put in a position where they have no option but to go within and reflect in a healthier way, of course. So what is the Hermit here? Wow, the Knight of Pentacles. I definitely feel like we're dealing with the Virgo here. This is definitely strong Virgo-like energy. Wow, the Lovers, yes. So, something is definitely trying to balance out here. Some sort of karmic balancing is happening here. It's been a long time coming. And the way that this Knight of Pentacles is holding this pentacle, with the way that the orbs are going, you would imagine that he's going like this, which is saying that he's molding and taking his time with this pentacle. Because I'm thinking about the meatballs that I'm making for dinner tonight, doing that motion. So I'm definitely getting the energy of this has been a long time coming, but you have the ability to really mold a situation that you're taking the, like, your approach to it at this point in time is to not deal with it, to put it on the back burner. But there's really an opportunity for you to guide this situation. It does require you to drop down into your heart chakra to do so. And it's also with the understanding that I have to plant these seeds, like the Four of Pentacles. And this particular Four of Pentacles, she makes me feel like that, you know, I have to save up for what I want. I got to put the work in now for what it is that I want. That's the energy that I'm getting from this here. Show me more on the Hermit. Thank you, Spirit. The Five of Wands to the Hermit. Wow. So there, I'm definitely feeling like there's a, with the Hermit clarified by the Knight of Pentacles for the to the Five of Wands. There's definitely some sort of internal conflict about you stepping into some sort of leadership position, about taking some sort of I heard affirmative action. I don't even know what that means. But I feel like that in order for you to step into this authoritative position and take authoritative action, I do feel like that there is some sort of storm internally that Spirit is asking you to bring to a calm, because this is the very storm that you're going to be asked to bring to a calm and moving forward. The Hermit, the Knight, the King of Wands, and the Hierophant. This is definitely reflecting and elevating and reevaluating, doing some introspection, and making adjustments to a vision here based off of lessons that you've learned up until this point. What's this Five of Wands about? This is definitely I'm definitely feeling some sort of internal storm here. Three of Pentacles. The Five of Wands is the Three of Pentacles. So this could very much so be a third party situation that one isn't willing to address. Okay. Whew, some of you all may be in a third party situation, and it's a third party situation that is almost better off. Like, I just don't want to face the sounds of this music. You know what I'm saying? Because of this energy of, like, I don't know. If I'm being honest with you, I feel like that I'm talking to someone that is pretty much aware that it's time to move forward. Like, it's time to draw up the plans, draw up the agreement, and sever ties. And I feel like that you're actually intuitively receiving some sort of final notice, like a final push. Like, you gotta do something. You can't just keep sitting on the fence. In order for because in this Three of Pentacles energy here, look how gray that cloud is. Yeah, they might be drawing up some sort of contract. Yeah, they might be working together, but it doesn't look like it feels very good. You know what I'm saying? It looks like that the most sparks that fly in this situation is when there's a fight, when there's conflict between you all. So Spirit is saying it really is time to address this here. So for a lot of you all, I do feel like that there is a third party situation that has to be addressed. And one could be afraid to address this because, I don't know, maybe this person definitely appears to have been your wish fulfillment at one point in time. It looks like that you put something, like, if I'm being honest with you, somebody that I'm talking to put their plans, their life plans, on the back burner for this. And the mere reality, accepting the reality that this connection is over, is a pure, it's like the person that is resignating feels humiliated that they put their career, their goals, their plans on the back burner for this connection, just for it to turn into a third party situation. And you guys are fighting over everything, when if you would have pursued your dreams and what it was that you was desiring inside, what you're fighting about wouldn't have even mattered, because you would have had your own, and probably more than this person. Let's see, why is the Two of Blades here? I do feel like that You can't unsee the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make the truth disappear here. And I feel like that's a challenge here. Can't ignore this anymore. The Empress, maybe the reason you can't ignore this anymore is, you know, with the, y'all don't forget to smash that thumbs up button if you're still rocking with your girl. But if I'm being honest with you, it, for some of you all, it looks like someone, there's a chance that someone could have went out and created something with someone else elsewhere. But most importantly, it's like you can't unsee the fact that something between you and this person is no longer growing. It's not growing anymore. And it is time. It is, Spirit is urging you to have faith in the direction at which you're going. You're fighting. The Justice card was over this stack right here. The Justice card is, every time I pick it up, it's just telling me that what you're fighting over is something that, had you not put yourself on the back burner for this person, wouldn't be something you would be fighting about. Okay? So let's just say, let me give an example. Let's just say that you had dreams of being an attorney, but then you got with someone and you got pregnant. Or you guys decided to up and move across the country and you gave up your, I don't know, 6-figure position to move across the country on the dreams of your spouse or your partner. Now that that is the case and shit is up in the air, there's some sort of codependency here. You're not in the position that you would have been in or something like that. You're not financially stable and now you guys are splitting ties. Spirit is telling me that if you're willing to do the right thing, the fair and the balanced outcome, okay, not what I can justify because you did this and this and tit for tat, that's not justice. But if you can stand on your truth and rightfully make the right decision, and you can walk away with your head held high. When you walk away from the 8 of Cups, you're headed in search of the 2 of Cups. Well, look what's right behind the Justice card, the 2 of Cups, okay? So I do feel like that you're headed towards union and partnership here. But in order to see that union and partnership, there is a need to clear up some fog and confusion internally. So earlier in this reading, I was saying maybe you're not seeing this person's and, you know, y'all just not seeing eye to eye and you just feel like not dealing with it. Well, Spirit is saying, I need you to deal with it so that either one of 2 outcomes, either so that you can clear some, like I need you to deal with the internal conflict so that you can see this situation in a different perspective and therefore the rainbow can finally shine again in this connection. Or I need you to clear up the internal conflict so that you can see this situation from another perspective so that the rainbow can illuminate the path that you're meant to be on. And that is the outcome, and that is what I really feel. Like I really do feel like you're being urged to walk on to a new union, a new connection. However, for some of you all, this is a reconciliation. Take it however you want to. You know what I'm saying? You know your life better than I do. But it is going to require faith. And I'm not going to sit here and act like there's not a time of independence here. Okay? So if there's a time of independence and you're wanting some sort of reconciliation, the reconciliation is nowhere near right now. Okay? There's a time of separation that must take place, and during this separation, you're asked to face the things that you've been ignoring up until this moment. So just take that as it resonates. Spirit wanted me to clarify that. Why is the Empress here with the 2 of Blades, Spirit? I definitely feel like that something isn't growing here between you and this person at the state that you all are at. Like, this just doesn't get any more clear. Do I feel like this is a reconciliation? No. But if you want to make it seem like that, then go for it. But I don't, like, at first I was thinking, okay, yeah. You're not dealing with this. Yes, this might come back together. The more and more I pull these cards, it doesn't scream reconciliation. What it does, it screams reconciliation as in clearing the air. Not reconciliation and coming back into union. That's not what I'm getting. But I do feel like that there's an opportunity to settle the differences so that you guys can head in a path that leads you to getting on the same page. I definitely feel like that uh like there's no growth here, and you know, you can't keep ignoring that. Spirit is saying this is something that is closing out, and it's really time to gain a different perspective on it, because you're kind of like mildewing here. You know what I'm saying? Just you and this person staying inside of this connection. It's damn. It's just it's not working. It's just not working. So there's a need to gain a different perspective on this cheating energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, for some of you all, I'm be honest, this is a daily increase. For some of you all, this is telling me that you constantly sign up for third party situations. Like, you're okay with being in third party situations. And that may be poly relationships, it may be any of that. However, Spirit is saying, in order for you to be able to gain the perspective needed in order to have a healthy partnership, you got to go within and clear up some internal conflict. Because I feel like that the person that I'm talking to, once this internal conflict is cleared up, I'm not sure that you would be okay in a third party situation. Whereas right now, with the trauma that you have internally, it's all right. You can turn a blind eye to it. Yeah. And I want you to know this is definitely a third party situation. And I feel like that ultimately someone, you know, for some of you all that have been in a third party situation, I'm going to be honest with you. Spirit is kind of giving you a heads up, because whoever it is that you're dealing with, if they're not already married, this is someone that will marry someone and it will completely devastate you. What's this Two of Wands here? I definitely got someone. Like, look, like no one is unknowingly doing unknowingly having a communication here. You know what I'm saying? It's very clear that this is a third party situation. The Two of Wands, Spirit. That was the Four of Wands. Wow. See, the Six of Swords is what actually flipped out to the Strength card here. Okay, so the way through this is to really make a plan and take active steps towards achieving that plan. So what is it? Like, this is every time we get to this energy, I just feel like we always say this. What is it that you're really wanting from this connection? Like, you gotta be honest, and then, like, once you figure out what it is, why, like, what it is that you want, then it's time to ask yourself, why is it that you want it? And, like, when we talk about the why of this, it's, I don't even know if why is the right question, but what I'm trying to get you to do is go within and see what part of your inner makings, inner design has just become accustomed to your decisions based on a certain lifestyle. That's what I'm getting here. Because I do feel like that the advice here is to focus on moving to calmer waters. Period. Focus on moving to calmer waters. That is where you're going to find your strength. Now, some of you all, this is saying that there's a move coming up. And this is going to require you to make that move. Okay? Like, you're going to be required to make that move. And it's going to, like, the move may be rough, but it's you're going to head towards calmer waters. But there's some boundaries needed. I'm going to tell you that right now. Boundaries. This is going to require a lot of internal strength. Spirit is also telling me, now that I'm seeing the Six of Swords, someone is a single mother here and been doing it by themselves. And honestly, I got two pages. Someone could have two children here. Um, Here's the thing. I feel like that you're going to have to make a plan in order to move forward, because this is something that you're going to have to reclaim your power from. You may think that you want this, and I'm not really one to tell you what you want and what you don't want. But what I do see in these cards, what makes you want this person is based off of trauma. It's just bottom line. There's no running away from this, guys. Okay, so there is a need to really address your inner child that is caught. Like, there's some emotional things, emotional immaturity, emotional underdevelopment that is pulling you towards this toxic energy, thinking that that is your source of security, thinking that is your source of abundance, your source of expansion, and all of that good stuff. But it's really a trauma from within. And so I'm gonna need somebody to go within so that you can address that trauma, because somebody gotta go pick their kids up. It's like, it's time. Like, when I say go pick your kids up, what I mean is, like, somebody's afraid to be a single mama. Somebody's afraid to do this by themselves. Somebody became overwhelmed by doing this by themselves. Something or another, like so. But what I'm seeing here is, it's like, because of the amount of stress or overwhelmness that single motherhood brings to you, it's like you're unwilling to see truths about this reality. And Spirit is saying, wake up. I need you to see this truth so that you can reclaim your power, because you have the ability to guide this situation onto calmer waters. But in order for you to bring it to calmer waters, I first need you to address the storm within. That's really the message. Calming the storm within. Archangel Michael, can you close this out for my lovely Sagittarians? And members, I don't think I'm going to piggyback off of this. In the extended, I'm going to meditate. But even if not, there's an increase to your increase over there. Okay, there's still some sort of second course over there for you. Wow, see, yeah, someone new is coming. Like, someone new is coming. And that's why I feel like Spirit is asking you to address this internal war, conflict within yourself, because it's that trauma that is that's causing you to become attracted to this situation. So Spirit is saying, either you've been doing some healing work, or you are currently in the process of doing some healing work. So when you're headed back in that direction towards this person that was able to expose your vulnerabilities, you are going to need to really move methodically. Okay, you can't just up and go without a plan, because when you move too fast, you make mistakes. And for a narcissist with the devil card coming out here, or something that is your temptation, when you're around that, when you're around your temptations, you can't afford a mistake. Okay. But Spirit wants you to know that someone new is coming. So I think we might piggyback off of this, because we want to talk about this over there on members. Okay, so if y'all want to know about this, someone new is coming, like, that's probably the card that I'm going to zone in on over in the extended, or it's not even an extended, it's just a second course. I pick certain parts that I want to dive off into, and we do it over there. Okay. So the link should be down in the comment sections. If not, just hit the join button, okay? It's the little white button right down there beside the bell. If you've hit the subscribe button, now you're not going to see the join button if you haven't hit the subscribe button. If it still says subscribe, you can't join, okay? So subscribe and then join for sure. But Spirit definitely wants you to be open, because there is an important new relationship on the horizon for you, but it requires an open mind and heart. Okay, and then here we have take control of your thoughts. That your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desired. Spirit wants you to know that you are protected now, and Spirit is saying, put your creative energy to use. So if you're abstaining from, if you've not been sexually active here, Spirit is saying you don't have to just let that ball up and sit in there. You can use that energy in a very creative way. Get some canvas, get some paint. You ain't gotta be a good painter. You ain't gotta be a good painter. Just like your girl ain't perfect at English in order for you to make art. Just throw that shit on there. Something beautiful is going to come out of it. I promise you. Um, if you're not really much into that kind, pick up your sewing machine, your needle and your thread, your yarn and your needle. Do something creative. Men, I don't know. I know a few musicians. Do something with your creative energy, is what Spirit wants you to know. And that is going to help elevate your vibrations as well. Because in order for this Two of Cups that's coming in, the Two of Cups is a kindred spirit. Right now, you can't be kindred with this spirit that Spirit has on arrival for you, because this person is healing, or they in a higher vibration than you. With this situation, is this internal conflict, your vibration is a little too low. All right, I absolutely love y'all. If you've enjoyed these messages, don't forget to thumbs up the video, hit subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below, all of that good stuff. It helps grow the channel. Also, we do have a second channel, TMA All Signs, where we do weekly predictions. Definitely head over there, hit the subscribe button as well. I ain't gonna lie to you, a Valentine's Day week and the specials that I'm running, I see y'all over there next week, okay? But it's definitely very informative information over there. There's already 2 timeless videos over there, so go check those out. You can hit the link down in the description box to head over to the website to look for the Valentine's Day special if you would like one of those. I love you all.